What's up, everybody? Sir LT Giles here, and this is Storytime with LT number 12. So, the first story, I was like 18 years old, and I worked at Home Depot, and I used to hang out with a lot of older guys, so I never got carded. I'd go in like casinos and drink and shit and gamble, whatever, never got carded. So, I was up like $3,000 or $4,000. I hit a lot of straight bets and just gambled on or whatever, and I won. So anybody who's been to Vegas knows that they pass out these little cards on the strip, and this is similar to that. I looked in this magazine called The Weekly, and there was this ad for these girls, and one said Melanie. So I called the service, and I'm like, "Hey, send this beautiful girl Melanie to me," and they said, "Well." Alright, so they sent her, and Melanie came in, and she was gorgeous, and I talked to her, and she was like, "Well, it's $250 for me just to come in the room." Or not come to, she was in the room, but just for her service, and then after that you negotiate. And I was like, "Well, that's a lot of money, sweetheart." And she was like, "Well, sorry, but that's the case." And I was like, "Okay, let me ask you something. Do you kiss?" She's like, "No." I said, "Well, I'm a passionate lover, sweetheart. So if you don't kiss, then that's cool for me. I'm not good. I'm not good with that." And she was like, "Well, okay." She was like, "Well, I came all this way." And I was like, "Well, here's $20 gas money for your trouble." And she left. Some big dude knocked on the door at the hotel like 2 hours later. No, not like 2 hours later, maybe like 30 minutes later. And he was like, "You stiffed my girl." And I'm like, "What you talking about?" He said, "Well, you promised, or you called my girl over here and you promised her a date." And I said, "I ain't promised her nothing." I said, "Man, I talked to her and see what the deal was, and she told me, and I wasn't interested, so I gave her $20 for gas money." This guy was huge, man. He probably would have clubbed me, but anyway, so I was like, "Well, man, like I said, I gave her $20 for gas money." He was like, "Well, it's a misunderstanding, man." All right, man. So, he left or whatever, but that was the one time in my life where I came close to, doing prostitution or whatever. But, prostitution don't work for LT, because LT, he's a passionate lover, and he loves to kiss. So, yeah, that was Storytime LT number 12, and I'm glad you guys showed up. Another Storytime LT. Next Sunday, come back, rate, subscribe. I've got caught at 111. I was up to 112. Somebody subscribed, and kind of hurts my feelings when people subscribe. But hey, everybody does what they gotta do. But yeah, tell your friends and everything, and tell them to come see LT. I want to get up there, man. It's like, at first I didn't care about how many subscribers I have, but it feels good to have subscribers, man. And when people subscribe, it's like I feel like I did something wrong. But maybe just people ain't interested or whatever. But I would love for you guys to share, rate and subscribe, and stick with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be with you guys every Sunday. But yeah, it's been Storytime LT number 12. LT out.